Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely good to see you here tonight. And tonight, I'm very excited to share with you another fantastic product. And this time, it's for local marketers, specifically the mobile marketers who are in the process of maybe starting to market your mobile service to your local clients, or you have existing local based clients and you want to marketing additional mobile service to your clients. This is going to be an excellent product for you. It's all done for you solutions. All you got to do is plug in your own logo. Everything is good to go, right? So I have been talking to many local marketers. I have been emailing them back and forth and asked them, hey, what is your biggest challenge? Well, one of them, they gave me a whole bunch, and one of them is how to professionally presenting yourself to your clients. How do you win your client's business over your competitions, right? How do you make yourself stand out? Well, it's the one that presents the most eye-catching, professionally made template flyers that catch the client's eyes. They always have this higher impression that you are the one gonna delivering high quality service to them, right? When they see your mobile sites, when they see your flyers, and when they see your timelines, if they are professionally graphic done, and they're gonna have this impression, hey, this is an expert. He knows exactly what he's talking about. He knows exactly how to help my business. Therefore, I should pay him the high dollar to help me to grow my business, right? So that's what's going through the mind. But what's the biggest challenge? Well, none of us are really graphic talented, including myself, right? So we don't have the time and we don't have the skills to put a fancy, very professional template together to go to our clients and say, hey, I'm the man, I am the woman you should go to when it comes to online marketing, when it comes to mobile marketing, right? So, well, if this is the reason, I have to invite Joshua here to kind of help you solve that problem, okay? All right, so Joshua is inside this interview. It's gonna teach you a couple things. It's gonna teach you how you can use a already made template by he and his team. Go out there, instantly sell it to the potential prospects, right? And he's gonna go, this is what he called the show and tell method. He's gonna look at, you're not gonna look like salesperson at all when you're approaching them. You're gonna look like their friends who really are there to help. So you wanna, if you're currently marketing to local clients, if you have not, if you always get rejections and have not get your foot in the door, you need to listen to this interview to find out exactly how he pulled off, okay? All right, plus he's a very fun person. He showed the entire interview, so you wanna watch this interview to find out. And also, he's gonna talk about, hey, what does it really take to become successful with local marketing and mobile marketing? He said it's a lot easier, and you need to find out by watching this interview to figure out, hey, why is mobile marketing the easiest way to go? All right, so anyway, at the end of this interview, Joshua is going to introduce to us, please let me introduce to you, the Alluring Mobi version number 2. Alluring Mobi version number 2. So what is Alluring Mobi number 2? Well, Alluring Mobi number 2 is all done for you solutions, all done for you templates. If you get the front-end offer, it's gonna be in 6 targeted niches already built for you, the mobile sites, everything. It's eye candy. All you gotta do to have the poster card ready in Word format. All you had to do, literally, just swap out the logos with your own, then you're ready for marketing, okay? And when your clients see this kind of sites, they're gonna be wowed by it. I think virtually, I think this product sells itself when you present it to your clients, right? So for very limited time, they're offering at a very attractive price. For only $17, you're gonna get this investment back probably 10 times if you just sell to one client, right? And you're gonna get the entire package. Okay, he's gonna talk about what exactly we'll be getting inside this interview as well. Now, I know you guys like early bird, okay? And I know you guys like bonuses. So guess what? I got only one of them for you, okay, this time. So couldn't get the early bird, but I got the bonus. So he's gonna give you 2 additional bonuses if you purchase to my affiliate link when this thing launching at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Okay. All right. So let's come back to this interview. So what he's gonna talk about again is his personal story, his personal journey into internet marketing. He's gonna teach you exactly, hey, what was the aha moment for him? Okay, what was the aha moment he made his sales? It was totally excellent. You know, he talking about, hey, even I probably only know 10% about internet marketing, but when I went to the local meeting and networks, everybody think I'm an internet marketing expert. So the light bulb went off, and find out what happened after that. Okay, all right. And so again, he's going to talk about why mobile, and secondly, once you get a template, how you should effectively sell it, and third is a non-threatened approach. Okay, you're going to have to find out what he does, and thirdly, how do you overcome fear? We all have that fear, kind of numb us from taking even the first step. He's going to keep talking about how you're going to overcome that fear, make your first or second or third, fourth sales for you. Okay, all right. So it's a really, really cool interview. You ought to watch it. At the end of this interview, please stay tuned. We're going to see a complete demonstrations of the templates you will be getting. I think this is really going to save you a lot of time, and it's also going to save you a lot of money. And all these templates are battle tested. That means you're going to see testimonial on the pages that people are currently using this and making a sale, right? So these are not only eye candies, but they also make sales for you, all right? So virtually, this is a no-brain deal, all right? So anyway, for now, let's all go enjoying this interview, and until next time, please keep smiling, and I'll be talking to you very, very soon. Cheers. Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here this morning. And today I'm very, very excited to have Joshua with us here for the very, very first time. They're going to be teaching us something very, very important, that is mobile marketing. All right. So we know both video and mobile are going to get bigger and bigger by the day, by the month, by the years, right? Because why? Because nobody's going to carrying a big computer with them all the time. Instead, they're like carry, cell phones and mobile device with them. And so what is that to us as internet marketers? A huge opportunities, right? Because most local business owners, they have no clue about this stuff. So Joshua is going to be here to teaching us exactly how can you become the local mobile expert, and most likely, and how to make a lot of money with it, right? So that's what we're here for. And at the end of this interview, Joshua is going to be here, introduce a brand new product. It's an all done for you solutions when it comes to marketing mobile business. Okay, so you want to stay tuned. He's actually going to kind of give us a bit sneak preview and what other clients already have this kind of product already, what kind of results they're getting. So this is going to be very, very exciting for you. But before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Joshua got started with the internet marketing, and most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve a level of success that he has today. So Joshua, could you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Yeah, what's up? Thank you so much for the intro, and I'm very happy to be here today. It's very exciting anyway, because I'm always excited. It's a fun thing hanging out with you, and really and truly, I'm just like every other person out there, want to make a change. You just came out of I've been working. I got so tired of work. When I started, I was working. I got so tired of work. I did the internet marketing thing. It was a bit too much for me. I wanted to get paid higher bills. You know what I mean? So I was just thinking, okay, how do I go about? Then I heard about local marketing a couple of years back, and then I jumped into it. Offered my first website when I went out for a networking event. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't actually offer it directly, but kind of like he came up to me because I was talking about the same old everything that I've read so much about internet marketing and all the phrases and all the words that have been thrown around in internet marketing, which means a lot to the local businessman. You know what I mean? So when I started talking to them, they were thinking, oh, this guy, you're a genius. I'm like, oh, wow. With this little information that I had, I turned into a genius. So it was kind of like I got my first gig from there. And the next one, I was thinking, oh, how do I go about getting more business? Because it was more or less a fluke, you know what I mean? So I said to myself, you know, I don't find it difficult actually approaching people or talking or striking up a conversation. So it was more or less, I walked into a business, I had my iPad, I had stuff to show, and I showed them, what do you think about this? More or less, how I sparked up the conversation. It was no sell. What do you think? Can you give me a feedback? They were like, I like this. They took my iPad away. He was using it, so we're friends. You know what I'm trying to say? So it was more or less like, it was more or less like, okay, you spark up a conversation and you get them to talk to you. You know, they never saw me like, oh, this guy is trying to sell me something. It was more or less, I wanted your feedback. You know what I'm trying to say? So that was how I got into all this, and I built up upon this, and I learned other ways to actually get some referrals and all those stuff, and that's how I built my business. And now I've taken it to the next level anyway. So basically, that's my story, keeping it very short and sweet.
Okay, all right. So I always kind of ask this question as for everyone who I interview is, if you to knowing what you know right now, and maybe think back when you first started, what would it be maybe top 3 advice or tips you would give to someone who's just starting out, perhaps offline marketing or even internet marketing? What would it be the top 3 advice you would give to them to point them to at least to the right direction to kind of get the if not the same results you're already getting right now? Well, I'm sure you had struggling a lot in the beginning, just like every one of us. What would you say to those people right now?
All right. With regards to that, I would say to you, first of all, you've got to be confident in what you're selling. Okay. You've got to be very confident in what you're selling. So, and you've got to actually have a portfolio on what you are selling, so that it makes it easier. It cuts off all the talk and you go straight into the, you know what I'm trying to say, show and sell. That's why I coined that the thing, show and sell. You show people, they make a decision on whether they need this, or this might suit what I'm doing, or maybe you come back later, or they get to know you, they get to understand what level of expertise you have. So it's more or less your portfolio sells you. It sells the confidence. So when you start talking, or when you start exchanging conversation with your potential your prospect, you can get them to now give you feedback. What do you think? Or do you think a video might be better? Yeah, they give. Everyone's got feedback to give. You know what I'm trying to say? So once you put the power in their hands, they're now obliged to talk to you. You know what I'm trying to say? So I kind of like reversed the whole thing. It was kind of like it was, I would say, put it this way, it was something that I stumbled upon. Okay, I just saw that he took away my iPad, just like I told you. I'm like, that's a very cool one. That's him just having to get to know me more. Imagine taking my property away from me. Normally on the street he wouldn't do that, but because I'm in his business, he trusts me enough, or he wants to give me a feedback anyway, so he's free to actually. So that's the best way to actually come to business owners, whether you do it by video. Video is more or less the same thing as having to sell face to face or on the telephone. On the telephone is a bit cold, you know. I can chat, but I wouldn't want to start off a conversation on the telephone without having to maybe send you something to bring the warmth in. So when I call you now, you kind of like, you warm up to me. You know what I'm trying to say? I hate having to call up, because I know how it feels when someone calls me up cold. I get I get a little bit, no, that's not me. Who do you think you're talking to? You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the same way I feel. I try to like say to myself, okay, how would I feel if someone pitches me that way? Okay, then I try to like position myself. How would be the best way if you come across to me? How I can engage with you? So I try to like pitch myself, or get someone that will tell you the truth. Oh, you really don't, you haven't done a very good job at this, or you should do it this way. But that's the best way to actually present yourself, because I know always having to position yourself as an expert makes a very big difference in your marketing.
Yeah, that's not just offline marketing; it's all marketing around. So
correct.
So that's so your number one tips is be confident on what you're selling. What would it be? Do you have two more? I'm trying to
Yeah, you've got to have a portfolio. You've got to have a yeah. If you're selling any services, you've got to have testimonials, or you got to have something to show them to prove who you are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it makes it easy for people to say, oh, I like the design. They can look through what you've done. And make it easy for you to, you keep on flicking through just to enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? And at the same time, now I can now start having a conversation, a soft conversation, getting your feedback. You know what I mean? What do you think about this? Would you like these colors? What kind of colors do you like? How long have you been in business? That's how I spark up my conversation. How long have you been in business? Is this a family-owned business? I'll ask you questions that will always, short questions, but they're always getting you to talk to me all the time. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I'm a friend now, so it's gonna be a bit difficult if I'm trying to come out to tell you about me if I don't know you. So if I'm getting you to talk about you, and now position you now as the expert in your industry, now I'm coming to help you now, so you can become the #1 expert in your industry. So I'm coming to help now. I'm a helper, not a salesman. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. So why, out of all the internet marketing things you could be doing, such as Amazon, such as video marketing, why did you specifically focus on mobile? In other words, why should people focus on mobile?
Mobile is everywhere. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? My kids play with mobile every single minute. In fact, I had to actually read my manual for my iPhone to know how it's used, but my kids actually, they learn by having to tap every single thing. I'm trying to say they're fearless. So if they're actually born in this age, come on, man. In fact, sometimes I dream if I actually grew up with all them telecommunications, all them tap this and get to the next thing. I'm wondering how the world would have been right now. I'm just trying to put myself in their own shoes, and I say to myself, mobile ain't going nowhere. Sooner than later, we would have the ones that you don't even have to press any numbers. You just speak to it, which iPhone 5 does. Voice, you know what I mean? They keep on improving. So they're not going anywhere. Trust me. And I remember how we started with the big cellular phones, where you go pull up the area and then you have the flip open and all, back in the early days of mobile phones. And now we've moved on to a mini computer. Oh, come on, man. This ain't going nowhere. This ain't going nowhere, man. You get what I'm saying? And iPad 1, iPad 2, people, they're still getting sales, tablets upon tablets with every name. You know, they're getting sales. That's the world we live in now. It's all tap friendly. You know what I'm trying to say? Basically, I get you see kids on a bus or anything like that. You see them having to chat to each other on their phone, but they're close to each other. They don't even actually have a proper conversation because of the mobile. You know what I mean? It brings so much, and that's the same thing that we use to actually get people to engage with the local businesses. Understand, with their business as well. That's what we're trying to get local businesses to understand. They can engage, get their customers and engage them the same way, offering them something, making sure that their services are easy for them to find on a mobile, so they wouldn't go to their competitors and all that stuff.
Now, you earlier when we were talking, you mentioned something very interesting. I think it's worth to mention is, you said it's actually easier to sell mobile servers to offline clients because they already have existing websites. They're already understanding the power of the internet.
Correct.
Maybe I kind of elaborate on that a little bit.
I put it this way, right? How would you I would rather sell to someone that is already educated on the importance of the internet presence than having to bring someone new and have to speak to them why you need a website. Maybe they're still old school. They're not interested having to upgrade or get them. They still think that they're getting more business the way they're running their business. They're not interested. In fact, maybe the whole online thing feels like it's unreal. It's a dream. It can't really happen. Someone can't actually click and go to your website and call you. It's quite difficult to actually sell that. But when you go to a business owner that's already got a website, and all you need to do is whip up your phone, show them how their mobile site looks like on the their site looks like on the mobile, whip up their competitor, show them how their competitor looks on it, and then show them what you have for them. So they find it easy now to see, okay, this is what you're talking about. Sometimes they don't actually understand what you're saying. So having to show them makes it clearer. And it's just like me and you now. If I've got to explain something to you and you find it difficult and I share screen, you better understand what I'm trying to say, because you can see where I'm clicking, you can see what I'm doing. So it's the same way. You get what I'm trying to say? I try to like make sure that you get the picture. So what I'm saying now is less. I say less words and then show you the buy button. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the idea behind it anyway.
So this kind of brings out to my next question is, a lot of people, get the marketing material, get the, so-called template stuff, but they're still kind of struggling to take this marketing material and go out there to make their first or second sale. So do you have maybe some maybe test and proven tricks that you can share with my audience once they get your template? What's the most efficient way to use this that you see either you or your clients to be already getting some great results, which we're gonna see that in the next couple of minutes. But let's talk about what is the most effective technique to use with this kind of templates.
Okay, I do enjoy face to face, but being what we are, internet marketers, we want to sit behind the computer and get this done behind the computer anyway. So without having to leave our space, our comfy space. You know what I'm trying to say? So what I do is, as an alternative, is record my screen. Hello, Mr. Restaurant owner. Okay, I just went to your site and I couldn't actually browse on mobile. I found there's a problem with it. I pull up a mobile emulator. I put up their web address in the mobile emulator, and it shows how it is not mobile friendly. I pull up another one that most of the time I try to force them to make a decision, because once they see their competitor, they want to actually make that change. Okay, so I shall pull up another competitor that has a mobile site and show them, and now I pull up my one. So now you can see the difference. You can tell that this one is graphically enhanced and it does catch your eyes a bit more, because colors do catch your eyes. So basically that's what I do to make it a lot easier. Under 5 minutes, you don't have to be the best presenter. All you need to do is speak clearly and show them exactly, and just throw in 2 statistics saying to them, oh, you consumers need this, or mobile phone sales are going higher and higher every year. Tell them estimates and ask them whether they do have a mobile phone. I'm sure you do have your mobile phone maybe around you, so you can check this out. Make it very simple. It's a bit of education and making them find out that you've researched them and gone to their competitor and researched their competition, and now you brought it onto the table for them to look at. So you've actually done the job that they would have employed someone else in their company to do. That has to have the expertise basically before you do that. But now it makes it easier that you've now sold yourself as an expert by having to do all this, and make it easier for them now to make an informed decision. They want to talk to you now because you've gone through they might not ask you other problems, ask you questions about other problems they're facing as well. So it's a relationship kind of a thing that sparks up a conversation. And once you get them that they viewed your video on YouTube, you give them a call. Give them a call. They make it very simple. They've already known you. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just like what I discussed with you. I don't actually go out making the cold calls because it's a bit, you don't know where to start. To me, I find it difficult to know where to start when it comes to cold calling. But with the videos, I can just talk to you the same way, share my screen, show you every single thing. Under 5 minutes, I'm done. Thank you. That's my number right there. Reach out to me anytime, and I'll get back to you ASAP. ASAP. That's it. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's all they need to do. You know what I'm trying to say? And you can do those videos, at least what I try to do, I set a realistic target. I go out to business. Maybe I go on LinkedIn, look for businesses that are profiles that look very good, businesses that are targeted to the right people, or I look for the CEOs of those companies, because those are the people that make the decisions anyway. So I try to target the decision makers. So once I have a target of say 10 videos in a day, all I need to do is look for 10 potential businesses or prospects that I can approach and create 10 videos and pop it out, you know, and wait for my reply. Do the same thing the next day. By the time you finish the next, for the week, you will have people calling you back, and you will have people to follow up on that have already known you because of the video that you sent them. You know what I mean? It makes it easier because, and another trick that would help was when you're sending an email to them for the video, oh, I created a video about your business, how you're losing money, just wanted to show you, have a screenshot of the video and like make it clickable. So that would want to make them want to click, and that takes them to your page or the video to explain to them what they are missing. So it makes it easy for anybody to actually jump in. You don't have to have any expertise. All you need to have is knowing what tools to use, mobile emulator, and pop the URL in there, and you're done. Okay.
And kind of couple of tips, and kind of an add-on to that is if you are like afraid, just terrified making any videos, you can go to Fiverr, hire somebody do that for you.
You know what? I can even add to that though. You know, if you're so scared, get someone else to do it. Partner up with someone else, man. You know what I mean? You be the entrepreneur, they be the salesperson. Get the leads out, show them what they need to do, and they will be pumping out the videos, and all you sit back and close the deals. So I always play on my strength. I don't actually want to do something that I don't actually like doing. I hate having to do things that will take me away from my joy. You get what I'm trying to say? So once anything takes me away from my joy, that means I've got to stop. You know, I get stressed. I don't want that. I love that smooth. You get what I'm trying to say? Everyone is just rolling. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's the idea behind it. You know, I always say to myself, you don't have to do everything. I learned how to do graphic design, but when I hired my first graphic guy, I said I would never, ever touch Photoshop for anything. So why should I? You know what I'm trying to say? Why should I? He loves it. I love doing all the stuff. So I might as well work on the best bit of the business, which I know he wouldn't be able to drive. So that's the way I look at it. You've got to think like an entrepreneur. You don't have to sit back and, oh, I've got to do everything. It's my business. Yeah, it's your business, but you can team up with someone else. If you got your wife that's got a better voice or speaks a lot clearer, or, you know, don't have to hold yourself. Let's say you stammer. I understand. You can't say to, oh, because I'm a stammerer. No. Look for someone else to do it for you. You know what I mean? You've got that concept. Partner up with someone else, share the bread, get him to do the work, and then you do the other bit and just get the business going. You know what I mean? Get the business going. Make sure that you are the driver that drives the business hard. So they do the work, and then you guys break bread together. I love breaking bread together anyway.
All right, quick. That's awesome. There. So let's kind of go to the next question here. That is, when you were first starting, when someone else is first starting, what was the biggest problem you were facing against maybe perhaps your other competition that's out there selling the same stuff?
Okay. One of the things I do is I know that my competition is there, but I play to my strength. Because too much of those competition stuff will kill your spirit, and that lets fear that lets fear in. Fear sets in. You can't do anything else. You know what I'm trying to say. So what I try to do all the time is make sure that there is no fear. Okay, I'm not very good at videos. All right, then I'll look for someone else that can do it. I'm trying to say, whatever that you know that you're not good at, oh, that's a very good concept, but I can't do it. Okay, then look for a partner that can do it. I'm trying to say there are people out there, especially this day and age, that need something to do. You know what I mean? And they've got skills, maybe they're out of job. That's now your potential now to now strike up with a very good salesperson, maybe no more sales jobs for him. This is the opportunity for them to start up something new, and you don't know how far you can go with it. You know what I mean? You might start out with something, maybe mobile services. By the time you know it, you guys are dominating the whole market there with software or whatever that you are selling now, you moved on to. I always say to myself, whatever I cannot do, I partner. That's the secret. Partner. I cannot do this. Instead of sitting back there and then letting the idea die with you, you spark up someone that can do it. And it's about networking with other people, having to see who is very good at something, or how you can reach out to other people, like-minded people like you. You know what I mean?
Right. So, and the question I want to ask you is actually surrounding about the professional presenting themselves. I know when people are starting out, they own minimum budgets, and they have to go against big competition who are perhaps have more marketing dollars, so they can make those fancy flyers and templates, all that stuff. So was that also your problem too when you first starting out, or your client's problem?
Yes, it was, and one of the ways that I had to actually kill that was having to tell myself you shouldn't be good at everything. Like I always say you shouldn't be good at everything. You should be good at one thing, and then partner up with someone else that's good at the other side of it, so you can make this move. Unless you're gonna sit down there and keep on thinking, oh, I'm not good at this, and that's the worst thing that can ever do to you is self-doubt. The competition will always be there. I love competition. Trust me, I love competition. Once I see there's competition, that means there's a lot for us to get. Anyway, what I mean? There's a lot of the market is out there for anyone that is ready to get in there and do the work, take action. The only difference now is that most people actually call on the phone, go out there. You can't be one of them that actually records a video. Records a video. You can even have the videos that, even the Google Hangout, you can do the Google Hangout, which is free. I'm trying to say you can do video with Camtasia, and then have your own the webcam showing your face so that they can actually connect with you. So that actually kills the competition for me, because I'm relating with this business owner what I would have done by walking into the shop. So I'm kind of like walking into his business, but online. I'm trying to say. So I see like it's something that you should never look that, oh, the competition is gonna like swallow me or take me on and make sure that I wouldn't rise. Nah, I don't even do that. I always see myself like, once there's competition, there's enough. There's enough. That business is being set up every single day. So, and they need help. So I'm a helper. So once you're a helper, someone is out there that needs help that you can help anyway. And then you get them. Once you get them, you now build on your referrals and all the stuff.
Okay, great. So would you have a couple minutes kind of give us a sneak preview of what would they be getting? The template stuff. Let's kind of show them the what kind of results we're getting on the other products on our page as well.
All right. Okay. 1 second. I would share my screen now. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Basically, we do have very eye-popping mobile templates, and there are templates that really would catch the attention of any a customer, because they are we've got like about 6 templates that are designed to actually suit most of the niches out there. Okay, and we've got like comments from other people that have actually used our product. Okay, just like Greg. Greg mentioned that the Alluring Mobi version 1, which we launched last year, was very excellent, and it's getting a lot of mileage out of them. First impressions are a big part of selling a client, like I mentioned to you earlier, and or impressing or enticing a new client into a new service or product. So for first impression, you've got to be able to get your client to, grab them by the eyeballs and make sure that you got them where you need them. So once you start talking, they get to flow with you. Understand? So he mentioned how clean and how he's been able to. These are some other guys as well that have. The main thing I liked about Alluring Mobi's mobile designs were they were beautiful, or they were beauty. I don't know what he was saying, but they are beautiful, and he sniped them before very early when we had them the first time. I've always purchased Joshua's excellent products. These are people that have actually used our designs and insist on. They are actually waiting for this anyway because they know how this is going to work for them, and they know how this is going to help them close more deals. Basically, it's more or less an investment when it comes to having to pick up our templates anyway. Okay, that's there was something else that you wanted me to show you.
I guess for those who are interested in kind of give a sneak preview what they have ready for you, I'm gonna actually embed this video right after the interview. Just watch the video right after the interview, then you get to know exactly what you'll be getting. So can you come back to the webcam so I can answer some specific questions regarding the offer itself?
All right, cool stuff.
Where's my mobile?
Let me know when you see my screen.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All right, so let's talk about the name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Okay. The name of the product is Alluring Mobi 2. Okay. Basically, the products are for offliners. In fact, anyone that is new and is ready to actually make this internet marketing thing work for them by having to offer their services at a higher price. So basically, you're robbing us to make more money, because basically we keep it at a very low point that you can invest and make 10 times your money back. Because at the end of the day, our goal is we can't actually service all the market anyway. The market is quite big. It's an opportunity right now where people can actually come out from nowhere, being able to go out there, even on networking or having to speak to family, friends, or whoever that you know in your circle. Most of the time what I do is I try to get people that are in my circle. Maybe someone that knows someone, offer them the service and get them now to refer you, confirmed appointment, so that you know that you are not giving your services away for free. Okay, so these are like opportunities out there that you can create to get to charge businesses up to $197, from $197 and above. Okay, the sweet spot $197, depending on the business. If the way I do charge is depending on the client's customer value. Okay, let's say a dentist, a surgeon wouldn't. It would be nuts if you charge them $197. You should be charging them from 497 or 397. So it depends on your customer value. Okay, you wouldn't want to charge a florist the same amounts depending on the florist though. Okay, if the florist is quite nationwide, you hit them big. Okay, but at the end of the day, the smaller the business, who you're speaking to depends on the price. So the niche that you're going after will depend on the price. Okay, so for most of the price I suggest that you start off with is from 197. Anything lower than that, and you can add a recurring service, a recurring billing to it, where you charge them every single month for updates and all the stuff, which you can do for $50 and above. Okay, so that keeps them going for updates, any exchanges on their website. You can easily do that. Anyway.
Okay, great. So, and let's talk about time of the launch. That's very important.
Okay, cool. The launch is on the 22nd of April 2014, 3 p.m. EST. Okay, and that's the time, and you've got to mark that on your calendar, because this is an exciting time for me too, because my kids will be in bed.
How many days are you gonna keep this open? I know you're
gonna. We are planning to keep this open. This launch is gonna be for 7 days, but after the launch, we're gonna be increasing the price because you're getting more value for money anyway. So, you for only the small investment, you will be getting the returns of 10 times what you put in. So, really and truly, it's one of the best investments, really, if you still ask me, because all you need to do is walk out there, get someone to buy that stuff from you. And the funny thing is that even if you don't want to touch the codes, you don't know nothing about codes, like you mentioned Fiverr, you go to Fiverr, give it to someone to do the job for $5, and then you just deliver. So you're more or less a project manager or the entrepreneur. So that's what you're driving to, the drive about your business should be about anyway, basically.
So let's talk about the front end offer, what exactly they're getting, also what is the starting up price for the front end offer.
Okay, for the front end, they're gonna be getting 6 eye-popping graphics enhanced mobile sites. Okay, and it starts at only $17. It's gonna be on a dime sale. Okay, depending on we might go higher during our launch, so depending on how it goes, but basically we are starting at $17, only $17 investment, and you can take it. You can for the front end for the 6 templates, mobile templates.
Okay, all right. So let's. So that's the front end. What is the OTO then? Do you have any OTOs?
Yes, we do have OTOs. Our first OTO basically is magnetic flyers. In fact, we've launched magnetic flyers for mobile marketing. Basically, a set of flyers that you can use to send out to potential prospects, to get them to understand why they need a mobile site. So it's good for your advertising. So for mobile marketing materials, basically, you can put that in an envelope, send it off, drop it off at the client's office or whatever, so that you can get their attention. You can actually send it by email too. Okay, so and we've got a second OTO, which is a set of infographics. We introduced infographics because basically numbers, a picture says 1,000 words. So imagine, and the infographics that we created are infographics that educate our clients' prospects. Let's say for a dentist, the infographic might be for 4 things you need to know before you choose a dentist, or how to keep your teeth clean. And at the same time, it's something that can be sold to businesses, We've covered 20 niches, so it's something that can be sold to businesses for them to brand themselves, because infographics is an easier way and an interesting way for people to learn and educate themselves. And at the same time, this is where the brain works effectively, because it stores images in your memory. It's easier to remember that than having to have text. Okay, so we've got 20 of them. All you need to do, you can easily change, add your client's details under the infographics and turn around and sell it to them. So that can be an added bonus when they're buying up your templates, or for this limited time only, we're giving you this that's valued at 400 and something bucks, 397 bucks. And these are well crafted infographics that would grab anyone's attention, basically.
Okay, great.
And the last OTO, which is fan gates, 80 fan gates and timeline covers. Okay, we covered 80 offline niches. We designed timeline covers, 80 timeline covers with 80 fan gates that would go with it, matching fan gates. And also we've dropped in 100 postcards. The postcards are designed. We do give away the Photoshop files, so it's easily editable. Okay, if you do have Photoshop for the infographics and for the timeline covers and the timeline covers and the fan gates. Okay, so the fan gates, these are social media is where everyone basically needs to be. Most of the businesses, they need to be social. So we try to encourage them to sell social as well. Especially in this for this OTO2, it's more targeted to Facebook. Okay, so they can easily customize the timeline covers, change the colors and all those stuff, and resell it as many times as possible to different niches. Okay, and we do have the postcards, which is about 100 of them. We have them in Word format and PSDs. So for Word, you don't even have to have a Photoshop. You can easily open up your Word document, change it up, and you have postcards ready for your clients to use to get more customers into their business. So we do have every single thing, that most of the stuff that would be an upsell once you sell your mobile services. You have something else that you can sell them onto. So these are investments that you buy into, that at the end of the day will triple your money. Okay, for my timeline covers, I sell timeline covers for 97 bucks. With timeline cover with fan gates, we're looking at 197 bucks. Okay, that's me just going very low. Okay, so that alone, you've gotten your investment back. So with the postcards, you can easily say to your client, "Oh, Mr. Chiropractor, I can design your postcards for you." All you need to do, plug in one of our postcards into Photoshop, add their websites, add their phone number, grab their deal, put it on there, and you're ready to go. Okay, and you can print that off. You can charge them for printing. You can do, we as internet marketers, what we take for granted is something that would benefit a lot to offline businesses. So that's why we actually made sure that we packed in most of the stuff that would be beneficial to any offliner that's starting up.
Okay, great. And I think I got pretty much all the questions I need to ask you here today, but I've got one last questions, and kind of gonna put you on hot seat a little bit. As people listen to this interview, watching this interview, and they know how important is to get in the mobile marketing, because it's just huge market with huge demand but very little supply. So that's where where you can charge a lot of huge fee for your services, right? And like you mentioned, even when you started, you know maybe small percentage about internet marketing, but those offline businesses will think you are the expert, right? So
All right.
it's probably easier one of the easiest thing to get into. So they want to have this absolutely battle, sort of like a battle test the templates to start selling mobile
Correct.
services there, either new clients or existing clients. But you know what? Everybody has that little voice on the back of the head tell them, hey, don't get it. Either because they have other local marketing material out there already, or they're just too scared. So to you, Josh, my question to you, Josh, is why should people get this? What makes this thing so unique? They should absolutely grab this at launching time.
Number one reason is because they are eye-catching templates that have graphics that stands out. Basically, let's say you bought so many mobile templates. This stands out from most of them because they put in so much time to make sure that they are eye-catching. Because at the end of the day, most mobile sites are straight to the point. They do their job. Understand? Tactical, this, that. But with this, we wanted to just add that flavor to it, so that once someone sees it from a distance, they want to click, they want to learn more, they want to, because colors actually attract the eyes anyway. So with the brain and every other thing, that's the way we want it to be. We want, when you stand in front of your client, or when you show your client that, they want to talk to you. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they the same way the colors actually attract you, that's the same way that will attract them. And at the same time, they will now be open to learn more from you, because you've positioned yourself like, oh, I can deliver top-notch stuff. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's what businesses want to pay for. They want to be confident that you are going to be able to deliver what you said you are going to deliver. Understand? Right. And it makes it easier.
And then people do have judged you from the cover in a way, right? So the more professional and more eye-catching your site, you help them design, the more credibility you have, like you said here.
Correct. Yeah.
And you say you and your team have spent about 8 months developing.
8 months. Yes. This took us a lot of time, and based on the first one was already battle tested anyway. Was like I showed you, many of our clients use our customers use them to actually get more sales. Okay, so this now adds to their portfolio, so they can have the basic ones and have the very professional ones and charge more for that. So you can say, oh, this basic templates, I charge you $297, but for this it's $497, because you know they are more eye-catching than the other one. So that makes it gives you different price points as a business owner anyway. Because it's not very. It's just like walking into McDonald's. They have a Big Mac meal. They have different sort of meal, and at the same time, they have all the other extras that come with it. So these are the same way. We've packaged ourselves a bit different, so that you can have more to sell and a variety to attend to most of your potential clients. Okay.
Yeah, I think this thing virtually sells itself once the client.
Basically, that's what you should do. It's once you have it, once you show it to your clients, it's a decision time. So more or less, it makes it easier for them to say, oh, this is top quality, or they say to you, oh, okay, I prefer this different color or this stuff. Then that's where you know that you got them hooked. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that's the same way it virtually should be selling itself. Okay, I hate to talk to someone or having to convince them to buy what they actually need. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I try to make my design speak for itself. So do most of the OTOs, the upsells that we have in this funnel, because it makes it easy for you to now go out and say, oh, I've designed all these timeline covers. Have a look at them. And then you make your decisions. All right.
Right. So if you're watching this, if you're already in local marketing, you probably agree with me. This thing has a huge upside, but with a very little downsides, and especially with only about $17 investment, you're gonna have a huge potential to resell this for, if not 10, probably 20 times of what you're gonna be paying for.
Correct.
Yeah, and when you make that very, very small investment here. So yeah, on that note, Joshua, I think I got pretty much all the questions I need to ask you here. So before we leave here today, do you have any word of wisdom you'd like to share with us?
All right. What I say is never let your fear hold you back from doing anything that you want to do.
Okay.
Action is what really makes a difference. In
Hmm.
fact, I love taking actions that are not actually pre-planned. I love just jumping in there. I know what I need to do. Get in there,
You're
take action.
you're
You know
one
what
of
I'm trying
you're one of those people jump off a plane.
that's a bit too much. That's a bit too much. I'm scared of height myself, but not to that extent. Once I know that in fact, the only reason I said to my wife, the only reason I could do certain things is when I know that okay, this is gonna benefit financially. Yes, I can now consider it. You
Okay.
understand what I'm trying to say? Because now I know that that will make a change in my finances and but things like this actually challenge me to actually become a better person because it's all about you having to sell service that you can stand behind and be proud that you've given that service. So always have that in mind when you're selling to local business that you are not taking their money. You are providing them an awesome service that would benefit them month after month because we keep and retain their customers and get more customers to keep on having that the experience, that customer experience on their site and expect more when they come into your shop or your business.
Right, right. So, and yeah, guys, like my advice is taking that imperfect actions and
Yes, I was lost. I did not actually I could not remember the word imperfect. That
it,
goes to show how much.
it's better to take imperfect action than not take
Correct.
at all.
And
So,
that's the in fact I love imperfect actions. Why?
yeah.
Because it beats down the fear.
Uh-huh.
It beats it down, right down, and that's what we need to do. Beat
Hmm.
down all the fear, and the only way to beat it down is, man, get in there.
Do it, right?
Get in there. What's the worst that can happen? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
What's the worst that can happen? And then I look at what's the best that can happen.
yeah.
Then I stick to the best because once you know the worst, oh, what else can go wrong anyway? You then now look at the best, and then I'll stick to the best because I want the best, and that's the best I'll keep my eyes on anyway. I keep my eyes on the price, and that's the way I do business. I take all the challenges. I face all the challenges I have in life and in business, basically.
Right. Okay, cool. All right, so for those who are watching this, make sure you stay tuned watching the little demo video we have set up for you so you know exactly we've been getting in there. And look out for my email tomorrow, so I have a detailed reviews and plus awesome bonuses as well. And speaking of the bonuses, Joshua was kind enough give my people, my friends who listen to this and on my list, 2 extra bonus if you purchase to me. I think one it's called the WP Call Direct, and another one's called
Mhm.
WP Coupon, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just remember that. Just look out for my email for tomorrow. And my final words, guys. This is the way I look at this is that I think because his template is so professionally designed, he spent a month on it, and this thing probably virtually sells itself when you show it to your potential clients. And another thing is this thing has a huge upside and very little downside. I mean, what's the worst thing can happen? You lose $17 for very little, only $17 for investment, but you have potential to make 500 and 400 and $200 at minimum $200. Not just the initial transaction. Once you get them hooked, you're gonna get the build up residuals, perhaps upsell them into your video marketing service,
Correct.
Facebook marketing service. It just huge upside, and the way I see it. So it's gonna be well worth of your only $17 investment here. So guys, on that note, and thanks for watching again. And Joshua, thank you so much for being with us. And I'm
Man,
sure I'm sure I'll be talking to you very very soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and it's been an exciting one today. And guys, this is most of the time I don't actually push my product, but this is a very good investment that would pay 10 times more. So it's all about having to go out there and do what you need to do. Imperfect action to kill the fear. And before you know it, you are the man. And that's what we need to do. Create you, make sure that you sit like the expert and you're in a position where people now are happy to refer your services because of how happy you've made them look. Okay, or how good you've made them look. So um, whether you are a new offliner or seasoned offliner, this is just an added value to what you're already doing. For a seasoned offliner, for a new offliner, this is another way for you to hit the road and bring some bucks, bring some money coming into your account as soon as possible. Anyway, thank you so much, Anne, for having me tonight, this evening. I love interviews, and really and truly, you are one of the very best in interviews. Anyway, and you've actually made your mark. Anyway, everyone knows that. Han is gonna come for you with an interview.
That's correct. Thank you again, Joshua, and
All
we're gonna wrap up right now, and I'll be talking to you very, very soon.
right, you take care, my man. All right, you have a nice day. All right, cheers, bye.
Two is a sequel to a very hot selling product in 2013. Inside, you will find 6 very impressive looking mobile site templates that is very easy to use and will definitely help you convert more sales for your client's business. Let us take a quick look at the templates, shall we? Okay, the first template is called the Shine template. Basically, the Shine template has got the is a happy themed template and has a very unique look to it. The next one is the Chrome template. This design gives out a nice cool look and a metallic feel to it. The next one is the Citrus template. The fresh and orange look is very enticing and will be very suitable for a lot of various niches out there. It looks very appetizing and very tasty. As you can look at it, this will go well for restaurants or any other niches out there, basically. Okay. We've got the next template, which is the Sakura template. That's one of my personal favorites. It's got different shades of red and really grabs the attention of the to the template. And I know this will be an instant hit amongst your clients. We've got the next template, which is the napkin template. If you're looking for a clean look for your mobile site, or if you're a clean design for your client's mobile site, then look no further. This template will give you a convincing and funky look that is clean and exciting at the same time. We've got the paper bag template. The paper bag template is it is based on the concept of an environmental friendly paper bag, and it will bring out the mood of the shopper in your clients' customers. Basically, it has the feel that you want to pack stuff or buy stuff, pay for something, and actually pack it up. Okay, so that.